Good afternoon to all my wonderful viewers out there. Today, I've got a little bit of a sneaker talk video for you guys. We've got to talk about an upcoming Jordan 1, a colorway that I actually am quite happy to see, and the community of Jordan 1 collectors, lovers, sneaker lovers in general are a little bit divided about, but that's okay. We're going to talk about everything to do with that in this video today. So what sneakers dividing the community? What's got everyone all riled up? Well, it is the upcoming release of the Air Jordan 1 High OG Pine Green 2.0 colorway. Yes guys, so as always, Jordan Brand does not seem to want to slow down towards the end of the month. They just want to keep pumping out more releases whenever they can. Straight off the bat of their Jordan 1 Mid-Milan release, they decided to do another Jordan 1, which I have no issues with. But this Jordan 1 colorway has caused a lot of controversy. Now, first of all, we should start off with talking about the Pine Green 1.0s and then the 2.0s that are releasing this February 29th and discuss why the sneaker community is so divided about the Pine Green 2.0s. We'll discuss it all, but we have to start with the 1.0s. So if you don't remember, 2 years ago, 2018, we got our first high retro OG of the Pine Green colorway. It was essentially it was the bread toes done in green. So I'll use the black toes as a good example. So essentially it was this Jordan 1 here. Instead of these red cuffs at the back, it was a nice pine green here. And on the toe box, instead of this white here, it was pine green. So pine green here, pine green, pine green. It was a very nice colorway. I actually wouldn't have mind picking it up. It looked to be a harder colorway to come by though. I haven't seen many pop up in a size US 16 or 17 for me, but that wouldn't stop me from getting it. But as I've discussed on the channel, I need to stop with my Jordan 1s. Like I've got too many Jordan 1s here. I need to focus on some Jordan 3s and some 4s until I can go back to the 1s. So we need to talk about that. We've talked about it many times on the channel. But yeah, it was a very clean colorway. No issues with that colorway. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, in, I would say about 2019, so a year after the Pine Green 1.0s came out, we got a rumor that we were going to get a 2.0 coming out. Now, the 2.0s was going to take a more OG take on the Air Jordan 1 colorway. It was going to be essentially a pine green version of the breads. So it was going to be this colorway here, but where all the red is on this colorway here, it was going to be all green. I have no issues with that. That's a cool colorway. I like the idea of using black with that nice pine green. Absolutely no issues with that. Now, when we heard those rumors in 2019, we were like, yeah, cool. When's it coming out? We finally get an official release date and everything like that. It's now coming out in 2020. What the issues are the little details that Jordan Brand has changed from it just being what we thought it was, which was just essentially a green version of the breads, to this like Frankenstein thing that we've actually end up getting. It's something. It's something, guys. It's really something. I know initially you're probably like, what the hell did they do to it that makes it so wacky and so ugly? I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. So I've got a HYPEBEAST article covering all the release details with some official photos. We'll head over to that article and read it, and then I'll talk to you about the details that are just, I don't know what Jordan Brand's doing at this point, guys. It's just very confusing. So yeah, we'll head over to the article now. We'll have a look at all the release details, and then I'll talk about what's like divided the community. And even me, I'm like I'm quite disappointed in what they've done. But let's head on over to the HYPEBEAST article, talk about it there, and I'll talk to you guys about why I have so many issues with it. Okay, so here we are. Now, initially, first glance, you're probably like, Daniel, what the hell are you on about? It literally is the green version of the breads. It's in the small details that makes it disappointing, and I'll cover that after we cover the release details. So as I said first, we'll cover those release details, and then we'll dive into it. So let's have a look what they have to say, and then we'll talk about it. So, take an official look at the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Pine Green. It doesn't say 2.0s, but because we got the Pine Greens in 2018, they were labeled as the 1.0s. These ones are labeled as the 2.0s. It is releasing on February 29th. So, Nike has unveiled official images and release info for the highly anticipated Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Pine Green. was very hyped up in 2019. Heaps of people really like the Pine Green 1.0s. So when we got announced that we were getting a 2.0 in the bread color blocking, of course we were keen. Of course we were keen. Aptly taking note from 2018's similarly titled and toned model, the 2018 iteration stops for a sleek two-tone color profile that employs pine green and black, with the shoe being wholly constructed with premium tumbled leather. So it literally is the breads done in green. Accenting the shoe's black base are contrasting swooshes and a vibrant toe box, ankle flaps, and heel panels in bold green. With the shoe's midsole offering up in white, Jordan Brand arrives in a formerly all-black patent leather wings logo at the collar, with the shoe's normative tongue air tags switched for a supple leather embossed with Nike Air in red. That's one of the issues right there. You can take a detailed look at the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Pine Green above. These shoes are slated to drop via Nike Sneakers and selected global retailers on February 29th. With a retail price of $170 USD. So Jordan Brand has now made in 2020 the Air Jordan 1 High OGs $170 US. 2019, I would say all the way back to, I want to say 2015 to 2019, the Air Jordan 1s were $160 US. And then prior to that, it was either 2013 or 2014, they took the price increase because the black and white Air Jordan 1 Retro High OGs that I have, the 2013 black toes that I have here, they were slotted for $130 USD. And then in 2015, when the Chicago ones that I also have came out, and when the breads came out in 2016, they went up to $160 USD. That was a bit of a price jump there. I don't know why they're going $170 USD now, but if they release them consistently with this really, really nice looking tumbled leather quality, I have no issue with 170 bucks. It's just kind of a pain that they had to increase it anyway. Like, nobody wants to pay more for shoes, you know what I mean? Yeah, but the leather, let's start here. Okay, we'll start with the pros. Why is this a good Jordan 1? Okay. This is a good Jordan 1 because it's done in Retro High OG branding. So it is the correct height. Well, yes and no. It is the Jordan 1 High height. It is done in OG branding, so there is no Jumpman on the back. It's got Nike Air on the tongue here, and it's got Nike on the outsole. Perfect branding, exactly how it was in 1985. That's pro number 1. Pro number 2. They've chosen, by the looks of it, from these official photos that Nike has now uploaded, they have chosen really good leather quality. You can see from the swoosh, from the heel tabs here, from the toe box, even the mud guard and the side panels here, it looks like really, really high quality tumbled leather. Now, some extremely picky OG collectors don't like Jordan 1s using tumbled leather because back in 1985, they did not use tumbled leather on their Jordan 1s. They used just a really thick, really nice leather that wasn't tumbled, so it doesn't have this grain look to it. They didn't use that back in 1985. They just used a really thick leather, so it took forever to wear through 1985 Jordan 1s. They were like indestructible, which is why they became a huge skating shoe in the 90s. Anyway, that may be a con to some people that they're using tumbled leather. Personally, I don't really have an issue with which leather Jordan Brand uses for their Jordan 1s. As long as it's leather, I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine with that. Jordan Brand, just keep using leather. I don't mind you switching up the materials, but sometimes you go a little bit too wacky, and that's crazy. So anyway, pro number 1, good branding. Pro number 2, good leather quality. I'm okay with that. Can we also just talk about, before I move on to any more pros and cons, in the comment section of this article, there are people literally arguing that the leather needs to be less tumbled. I just want to say, I would hate to be working at Jordan Brand because they would be so confused in what the Jordan community wants. Jordan Brand, if you're listening right now, keep doing this. Keep doing high quality materials for the price point you're asking for. Don't listen to the idiots that are saying, oh man, this leather's too tumbled. I hate spending this amount of money on good quality leather. It's not good. Don't listen to them. They're idiots. Don't listen. Okay. Moving on to more pros. The colorway's nice. It's super clean. You can't go wrong with this. It literally is black and a dark green. You could wear this in heaps of outfits very easily. It's a very easy to wear colorway. Cons. This is where I start talking about what's bad and what actually one of the cons, and it's such a minor detail, is the reason why I'm just not keen on picking this Jordan 1 up. So the con is that they've changed this wings logo here. So instead of it being embossed, instead of it being printed into the actual Jordan 1, they've grabbed a whole nother leather strip, placed it on the upper ankle here, and then pressed the Jordan 1 onto the side there. Now, I don't know why they've gone with this decision. Back in 1985, Jordan Brand did not have the wings logo embossed. It was literally printed on the side. It wasn't pressed into the shoe. It was just printed on the Jordan 1, right? Now, in the recent years, they've gone with a slightly different approach. They've pressed it into the shoe a little bit so it lasts longer. It was a smart move. That's exactly what I want. Literally on all of these Jordan 1s here, it's been slightly printed into the side of the shoe there. Love it. Totally okay with that. This detail here of having it, instead of pressed in, it's been pushed out. That's not the detail that I'm really disappointed in. That I'm totally fine with. Another con is that they've kind of just not used any other different, like they haven't used any green on the detailing here. So the wings logo doesn't really pop as much. It kind of just sticks out and is there. I don't know. I kind of would have liked a little bit of green detailing in there, because I mean, if this was pressed in, it would have had green detailing in the middle of the ball, in between the lettering, everything like that. So it would have popped out. You know, you would have noticed the wings logo on this Jordan 1 if it was pressed in, because it would have had that green background and it would have been black pressed into the green. It would have really showcased the wings logo detailing. Now that it's done in this like weird dual extra bit of leather format, you don't really notice it as much, and it's kind of just weird. It's not good. I don't like this method of them doing the wings logo like this, but again, that's not the point that like I'm really just like torn up about. Don't really mind that too much. I can get over that. That's totally fine. What I think is so whack, and I don't know why they've made this decision. This is like one of the most stupid decisions I've seen on a Jordan 1. Now you notice it. Now you see it as soon as I got it. It's this red Nike Air logo. What are you doing? Why? The shoe is the pine greens. Why have you chosen a red tongue? Like, Jordan Brand can't get anything right. I swear to God. Like, who is making these executive decisions here? Who is doing this? That is such a stupid move, man. This release, if this simple little detail was done in green, this would have gone down as like a super clean, really good release of 2020. 100%. 100%. The amazing leather quality, that detail isn't enough to deter people. What is going on? Jordan Brand. Jordan, what? Nike. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? I mean, I gotta say, the red, it matches the whole tone of the shoe because it's got a black background, but why red, man? Like, what are you doing? It's the pine green colorway. Okay, imagine this. Okay, you're probably like, Daniel, that's such a stupid little detail to get annoyed about. Okay, well, imagine this. Imagine if they released the Breads again, right? This iconic 1985 colorway that got banned by the NBA, right? Imagine if they released this colorway. And then Jordan Brand was like, oh, yeah, this is a cool colorway, but we're gonna put a green Nike Air on the, because just because. The sneaker community would lose their mind. The fact that they've done this inconsistency where they've just decided to be like, oh, let's just put the red tag on it, bro. Why not? It's so stupid. Come on, Jordan Brand. If I was to buy these, I would literally get them customized so that it would remove the red Nike Air. Like, that's just yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why. Now, I also do have to talk about, because from the images, from what I'm seeing, from the way that this Nike Air tongue is done, it's not done in the traditional nylon that the Air Jordan 1 is known for. The Air Jordan 1 is known for having branded tags done in the same nylon as the actual tongue itself, right? they've opted for a different decision that they did on, oh god, what was this color? Ah, A Star Is Born. A Star Is Born? Yeah, A Star Is Born. So this colorway here, they've gone with the decision to do this like plasticky, like different material, like branded tag. And on the back of it, it doesn't even have like all the details like the other Jordan 1s do. So on a traditional Jordan 1, on the back of the Nike Air tag, it has all the iconic, like, made in China, the swoosh properties. You don't copy the swoosh properties, you'll get infringed, yada, 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 all that kind of stuff. That was a part of every single Jordan 1 since 1985. Now, for some reason, Jordan Brand is going for this design, where they've done like a weird plasticky material for the tongue. And I don't know if this one's going to have any details on the back of it, but I know that the Star Is Born had nothing on the back of it. It's just a weird like choice. Jordan Brand's doing all these weird inconsistent choices for their Jordan 1 high OGs, and I don't know why they're doing it. It's just stupid. It's just so stupid. I mean, I don't know if any of the other images showcase it. Yeah, okay, look, there you go. See, look, okay, so they've done it in tumbled leather as well. So instead of doing the plasticky stuff, they've done a tumbled leather tongue. Whack. But there's no details on the back of it, because obviously they're not going to print like all that detailing that's on the back of a Jordan 1 tag onto the tumbled leather. But it's just like, what is this Frankenstein? What is this thing? Like, it was fine. If someone was to show me like this, I'd be like, yeah, that's totally fine. And then you dive into the small details and you're like, Jordan Brand, what is going on? Like, what are you doing? If I could go back to Jordan Brand and tell them how to do it, I would literally just release this shoe in green and call it the Pine Green 2.0. And as I said, it would go down as one of the best releases by Jordan Brand for the Jordan 1 in 2020. I'm telling you. But then they went with this weird Frankenstein of combining like 3 different Jordan 1 like styles and methods from the past, and then they put them together. And I don't know what their thought process was. I'm like really confused in why they've done it, because really what I want, and I feel like this is what the community wants at large, but again, let me know in the comment section below if you disagree. We just wanted a bread done in green. We weren't asking for much more, man. We weren't asking for, it to come in a gold box with gold flakes on it or anything. We just wanted a bread done in pine green, and something as simple as that, Jordan Brand failed to deliver on. I think, yeah, I'm so confused. I don't know why Jordan Brand's done this. Honestly, it's the little cons that have really just put me off this shoe. Because I don't want to. I mean, a lot of people, when you're watching this, probably like, Daniel, these are such minor details. Like, who really cares? If I choose to buy this shoe from Nike and Jordan Brand from their official stores, I'm choosing to support this decision. I'm choosing to support buying it with this whack-ass colored tongue that doesn't match with any of the other colors on the shoe. I'm supporting the idea of making a tumbled leather tongue that like pops out and is not made of the same nylon as the tongue. I'm choosing to support that, and I shouldn't, because I'm not okay with it. So that's why I'm going on this like huge rant about like it's just a mess, and why I'm choosing not to buy this shoe. It's just so whack, and it's just so weird that I can't make the decision to buy it because I disagree with so much of it. So I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to come out and say I'm not going to buy it. If I was to ever pick this up, it would be from GOAT. It would be from someone who's selling it for like 90 USD or less, and they're just trying to get rid of it. And then I would buy it and somehow at least customize the tongue here to have it in green, to have it in this pine green, because this red is just, that's such a stupid decision. If they honestly, the bare minimum I would need to have this changed for me to buy it is that tongue color, is literally that tongue color. If they change that to green, I think I would pick it up. But they're just being really inconsistent with their retro high OG releases these days. They're trying all these weird things that just don't work. And yeah, I don't like it. I'm not okay with this. They really needed to just do literally a bread. I'm saying it heaps, but they literally just needed to do a bread done in this pine green color, and they failed to do that. And I'm just like, what are you doing, Jordan Brand? I mean, again, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's me being over dramatic. Maybe it's like, Daniel, shut up. You're talking too much about this. It's ridiculous. Like, come on, it's not that bad. Maybe it is the case, but I don't know. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Are you fellow Jordan 1 collectors? How do you feel about the Pine Green 2.0s and the execution of them? Are you okay with this Jordan 1 Wings logo being popped out? Would you have preferred it to be embossed in and then have the green details of this little heel tab here seep through the details of the Wings logo to give it that little pop? Are you okay with this tumbled leather tongue here that sticks out? Are you okay with them choosing a red Nike Air logo on it? Are you okay with those details? Or are you not okay with them like me? Let me know everything you have to say about this upcoming Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG colorway in that comment section below, guys. And that's it. That's my Jordan rant for today. I know, I went on for ages about like just the little details, man, but it's just ridiculous. Like, I do have to give props where they're deserved. Jordan Brand shows what looks like to be really good leather quality. Man, that's really about it, isn't it? They chose really good leather quality. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with that leather quality, but it's the little inconsistencies with the details and where they've taken this Jordan 1 that have just got me being like, what are you doing, man? Why are you doing this? Because honestly, they've chosen a really good leather quality, which looks even better than the breads. It actually looks more similarly to the Star is Born. The Star is Born, you can even see it there on, like, even with my terrible camera quality, you can see the grain of that leather. Look at that. You can see that. That looks exactly like the Pine Green 2.0 leather quality. And I love it. The leather quality on A Star is Born, this is a really underrated Jordan 1. This is a really underrated Jordan 1. This was a really good Jordan 1 release. But they've gone with this amazing leather quality, and then they've ruined the shoe with these little details that make no sense. Make absolutely no sense. No one in the Jordan brand or sneaker community was asking for them. No one. So why did they do them? Maybe they just wanted me to make a video to stir up this controversy. Maybe that was it. Maybe it was just a huge ad campaign to make people talk about the shoe. But it's just like, why? Why ruin potentially a really solid colorway with those little details? It's honestly, for me, the one detail that if I could change that would get me to buy this shoe is that Nike Air colorway. Sorry, that Nike Air color. Why do it in red? Who was thinking this is a good idea? No one was asking for that. Literally no one. I don't know why they've done it. Yeah, as I said, if I was to pick this up, it would not be from retail because I don't want to support Jordan Brand and Nike when they make stupid decisions like this. It would be from a reseller who's selling it for under retail because the shoe bombs in my size, in a size US 16 and 17. It would be that because it's just a mess. It really is just a Frankenstein of a shoe. It's just, it's got really good positives to it, but then really bad negatives that just ruin it for me. I mean, again, it's personally for me. For you guys, you may not care about it. You may be like, it's a red Nike Air tongue. I don't care that much. That's totally fine. But for me, I don't want to be seen supporting a shoe like this when they've made decisions that are not good, that are so not good. I would rather go buy a Jordan 1 Retro High OG that has good leather quality, good colorway options. They've just done everything right. I want to be seen buying that Jordan 1. So then Jordan Brand sees from its sales that that they've made the right decision. I mean, I don't have any doubts that this is probably just going to sell out anyway, but I would actually have a bit of a laugh if I went onto eBay or Foot Locker like a couple days after this release, after it releases on February 29th, and there's still sizes available. I would laugh about that. I would genuinely have a bit of a laugh about that. But anyway, yeah, so to sum it all up, to sum all the release details as well, February 29th, 170 USD, releasing on Nike sneakers and selected retailers. The selected retailers I'm going to go with is like Foot Locker and eBay. I haven't checked, but those are the type of retailers that would get it. I would check in with your local Foot Locker store if you're interested in picking up one, but they're the kind of stores that I would think would get them in. I will not be picking this up. Not that I have been doing a lot of sneaker pickups recently. I've been mainly focusing on clothes, but This just ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. This is not it. They've made some stupid decisions here. God, I really wish I was like an executive in the Jordan brand release schedule, man. I would make so many changes to that brand for the benefit of the community, not for the benefit of, well, yes, for the benefit of the company as well, but I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do this Pine Green 2.0 Frankenstein. I would do this in Pine Green, just like everyone was asking for. That's what I would do. But anyway, that's enough on that. I should stop talking about that. Let me know how you feel about this Pine Green 2.0 in the comment section below. Is it a cop? Is it a drop? How do you feel about those details? Let me know everything you've got to say down below. And until the next sneaker video, guys, until the next Jordan 1 video, until the next streetwear video, guys, I'll catch you later.